Hi, everybody. Ian Bremmer here, and we're talking about aliens. A quick take, very exciting, of course, a congressional testimony by a whistleblower, a former Air Force intelligence officer. His name is David Grusch, Major David Grusch, who says that the U.S. government has been covering up UFOs.
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open.
They come from other galaxies. We have no idea, but it's a cover-up. And the fact that it's covered up is clearly evidence of an even deeper state than we had been aware of before. It's one thing when the deep state can fake your elections. It's another when they can actually cover up extraterrestrial species. And we know that because if you look at all of the sightings of aliens that have happened over the past decades, they've mostly come over the United States. Not just continental, Alaska too, a little Hawaii, but still, I mean, we should be the ones that find the real ones and then cover up the real ones if that's where the sightings are. They're blurry. They're usually pretty blurry. And I mean, it is true that, all of the technologies around sensors are improving. And that's why we have great photos of Chinese, surveillance balloons when they come over the United States. The UFOs are still blurry, but that's not necessarily because they don't exist. It could be because the alien technology at evading improved surveillance technology in the United States is also improving. I mean, it's not like the aliens are just going to stay still while our technology improves. All seriousness, I don't believe that he is telling us the truth, even though he is under oath about the cover-up and the aliens. And Major Grusch, if it turns out that you're actually telling the truth, and this is all a big conspiratorial cover-up, the lack of evidence of which is only more proof that the cover-up exists, I will apologize in person if you like, or certainly on video. But for now, I think you're full of crap. And I also, I mean, it's good. My mother used to buy the National Enquirer at the Stop and Shop every week, and it was like 15 cents, and I enjoyed reading it. It was the articles. It wasn't just the two-headed baby and the she-wolf and all of that stuff. And I learned how to BS people for money, from the Enquirer. I stopped. I did not decide to take that on as a profession. You apparently have. I wish you wouldn't do that. I do believe in aliens. I don't think we're the only intelligent life in the universe. I think it's quite likely we may be the only observable intelligent life in the universe right now, because we only have existed as intelligent life for a cosmological eye blink. And I might not have said this 30 years ago, but when I look at the acceleration of technology and just how fast we are moving in terms of especially artificial intelligence, this does not seem sustainable. It seems very, very unlikely to me that we're around as an identifiable species in, say, 100 years. And given that, if you assume that intelligent life is able to develop technologies anywhere in the universe, it's around, it explodes, and then it either becomes something really cool that we don't understand, or it blows itself up. And so I suspect that the aliens that are around are in the future or in the past, or they're us, but they're not the ones that Grusch is lying about. That's it for me, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.